What's going on, Ballhawks? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. And today, I'm going to break down for you the player that I think is the most versatile player on the football field in Super Bowl 55. He's 5'9", 185 pounds, soaking wet, with the heart of a honey badger. It's Tyrann Mathieu out of LSU. Man, this dude can do anything. If you need him to go into man-to-man coverage and cover a big tight end or a speedy receiver, he can do that for you. You want him to come down into the box, tackle running backs, set the edge, do all that stuff, he can do that for you. And the man is dangerous with the football in his hands if he gets an interception or a fumble recovery. So I want to highlight what I believe was his best game this year. It was the divisional round against the Cleveland Browns. So let's watch this play really quickly, just to show you just how versatile he is. This dude is a dog. All right? So they come out in 21 personnel, and they motion to twins formation, right? So this is typically a run formation, right? We got our two backs, we got our one tight end, and our two receivers here. So Tyrann Mathieu is here, right? He's reading this play. Ball snapped. Both receivers blocked down. Tackle pulls around. Fullback's coming to set the edge. Toss, okay? So he reads that, and he gets downhill. He gets downhill. And let's go back here. So what does he do? Stands his ground, puts his foot in the ground, has his inside shoulder down, outside shoulder free, takes on that fullback, beats the block, and solo tackles one of the biggest and strongest running backs on the planet, Nick Chubb. How many guys at 185 pounds can do that? How many? Not a lot of guys, okay? All right, so let's watch it from the tight. We can see it in full speed. Slips underneath that block and bang, just pile drives this dude, man. Like, that's nasty. That's a ball hawk right there, man. That's football. Okay, so the next play I want to show you is just how instinctual he is, right? He's got tremendous instincts, man. Like, he can read a play very quickly. You can tell he watches a lot of film and he understands how these quarterbacks play. So the next play that I want to show you is a 3rd and 3 play. I believe this is the third quarter. Yeah, it's the third quarter. And he's lined up on Njoku, right? So Njoku, he is a very fast, very physical tight end. And, tall guy, 5'9". Baker Mayfield sees this and he thinks he's got a matchup advantage here, right? Well, he is sorely mistaken. Okay? So, off the line. Njoku, really physical with him here, right? Pushes him off the line of scrimmage, right? In press coverage, pushes him, right? But I want you to see this part right here in real time really quickly. Watch this. Did you see that? It's very subtle. But if you go back and watch, you can see he's changing direction. And what does he do? He hops and pauses, right? He's so instinctual, he knows this is a whip route. And he wants Baker Mayfield to throw this ball, right? He wants to be able to step in front of it. And look at Baker. Baker's staring it down the whole way through. And he almost steps in front of it and gets a pick. It's a nice pass breakup, okay? So let's see this from the tight. Bang, steps in front of that thing, all right? So let's see that. Watch the hop. I want you to watch the hop. See that? See how he pauses? He's all over this route. He sees it the whole way through, but he wants Baker to throw it. Steps in front of it. Incredible instincts. Incredible. All right? And the last play that I want to show you shows you just his versatility. Most versatile player on the football field in the Super Bowl by far. I don't care what anybody says. It's not even close. He can do just about anything. So, and luckily for him, he's got a veteran defensive coordinator in Coach Spags who understands that versatility. So, he puts him in great positions to make plays. So here we go. We got a cover 2 shell here, and we got Tyrann Mathieu up here at the top of the screen. So pre-snap, this looks like it's going to be cover 2, and he's going to be a half-field player. All right. And what they do is Sorensen's a little early with it, but they rotate coverage, pull Sorensen back, and now Sorensen is going to be a half-field player here, and they're going to drop Tyrann Mathieu down into the box. So it's still cover 2, but it's a cover 2 with a safety playing this Mike linebacker spot here in the middle of the field rather than a linebacker. And the reason why you do that is he can rob routes and play really well underneath, and he's super athletic, right? So usually in cover 2, so I played in college and we had something like 17 different variations of cover 2. Cover 2 can be a very complex coverage. You can run it a lot of different ways. So with this player here in the middle of the field, he's going to do probably one of two things, right? He's either going to be in a Tampa 2, right? So it's almost like it's cover 3. He's going to be backpedaling here and helping in the middle of the field. Or he's going to do what we call a whole match, right? He's going to be a whole match player. So he's going to read the final 3, since this is a 3-by-1 formation, this tight end right here. He's going to read the final 3. So whoever ends up being the final third vertical threat in the middle of the field, he's going to match that player and carry him vertical. So as we can see here, and just look at this technique. Look at how he stays square to the line of scrimmage. Usually with linebackers, when that guy's a whole match player, you have him in a half turn because, that guy doesn't have as much speed, so we want him to be able to be running full speed. But no, he stays square to the line of scrimmage. So if it ends up being an underneath route, he can do something with that. And then he gets there. And then once he starts getting vertical, now he gets into the half turn. And Baker can see it, right? So he's reading that and thinking, okay, well, Tyrann is playing that whole match player, right? He's going to match number 3. So I know he's out of the play if I don't throw the ball to him. Well, Honey Badger's smart enough to know that, drops down, and ends up playing the curl flat. Also, oh man, the complexity of this. Also, what he does is he overruns Landry, right? And we can see here, you can see Baker's eyes here too. He's looking at Landry the whole way, right? So let's rewind it a little bit. Look it, he's pointing. He's pointing right at Landry. Tyrann Mathieu, there's no one over here. Tyrann Mathieu's not dumb. There's no one over here to cover. He's overrunning this to bait Baker into throwing this pass. Picked. Oh my God. He is an incredible instinctual football player. Okay, let's see it from the tight. It's a little bit harder to see from the tight. But look at him. He's down here, gets down, square to the line of scrimmage. Comes back down here. Bang! Picks it off. Oh my God. That's the Honey Badger right there, man. Most versatile player in the Super Bowl. Okay? So, I'm really excited to see this matchup between these two teams. I think that this is one of those perfect rare times where you get the two best teams squaring off in the Super Bowl. It's like, the last time I think I saw this was 2014 when it was the Patriots and the Seahawks. That was the matchup that at the end of the day, you couldn't complain about it. Everyone wanted to see it. Who was the better team of those two? And I think this year, it's the exact same thing. So I'm pumped. I'm excited for the Super Bowl. And trust me, after that game, I will be back with more breakdowns. So Ball Hawks, we fly, and I'll catch you after the Super Bowl.